So, for instance, I can see this type of energy maybe even being active somewhere within my psyche, because the deepest pain I have ever experienced in love was my first love. So your first love is so pure, it's so innocent. You have your heart so gigantically wide open, and I got very very betrayed in that relationship, right? And so my heart, even if yes, I want to consciously open myself up to love again, there could be a very deep wound here that keeps cycling me into a place where I cannot fully trust. I always have to look over my shoulder, right? And I have worked through layers and layers and layers of that, but I can see that plain as day where that would be emotional upheaval, right? The emotional foresight of saying there's going to end up being lost. There's going to end up, can I trust people, right? Can I open myself up fully to know that I will not be betrayed again, that I will not have, the shocking news of a backstab, right? That kind of stuff, right? And so when that trauma is so deeply stored in the body, the mind, it's really hard to like let it go. That stuff isn't easy, right? It's really hard to move forward from. It directly impacts the way that you view yourself, the way that you view future connections, the way you project that fear onto other people, the other potentials of love, right? My team is telling me that it's not for me. Okay, this is, yeah, they're saying this is an opportunity for a masculine, okay, a masculine that's really in their head. So again, this, you can be a female, this is gender neutral, but this is also telling me on another layer of energy, this is one, for masculine, but two, this is about opportunities with masculines, right, with masculine energy. It's almost like doubting what your intuition knows about this person, and or future connections. There's a very specific connection that's here, because one, or again, or both people are really being asked to clear this karmic cycle, because it's the cause and the effect, right? It's the foresight of being offered heartbreak. If you open up your heart, it will end up in heartbreak, and then you cycle in reconciling with that devastation, and it needs to end. You need to end this. You need to end this in love, in connection. You need to choose, you need to consciously choose to end this. So in part one, remember we were talking about the inner child and like the innocence and the playfulness. Opening back up to that space in the heart is what is causing this turmoil, is what's causing this chaos of emotions, because basically opening ourselves back up to that very baseline of just innocence, of playfulness, of carefreeness, of unafraid, right? Because the inner child is ruthless, right? Is bold, is brave, is fearless. Many of us aren't like that anymore, especially in matters of the heart, right? We're protecting ourselves. And that's exactly what's happening here. So now, whether this is a feminine I'm speaking to about basically eradicating the drama in the mind of a rehash, this can, on a level, again, be trusting the intuition. But I think the deeper that we get, this is more expressing the cycle of the pain that keeps living within the psyche, and this is the barrier. This is the barrier. Yeah, from forward movement, because this perception, this perception, exactly. Mm-hmm. This perception is keeping the initiation of a love offer hidden. It's keeping it in the dark. It's blocking this, and it's deep in the psyche. It's the fear that if something gets initiated, you don't know what's going to happen. There's a very strong, like, it's a very big risk. It's a big risk. Your intuition says open up. Your intuition is telling you, you know that this is safe. You know it's okay. But the perception, it's having a hard time. It's having a hard time consciously saying, okay, I'm going to move away from this, right? I'm going to allow myself out of this frame of mind, right? To become stable, right? To grow from this. Any guidance here, God and our beautiful angels? Like, what can we say? Well, they want us to become aware, because I'm including myself at this point, right? So they want us to be aware of the power this is holding over expansion, over our abundance, over our luck. So it has authority over how we identify with that level of abundance, of receiving abundance. Yeah, the security. Because we're protecting ourselves from the mystery. We don't know. And because that memory is so potent. That memory is so potent that it's shifting everything, right? Divine timing. It's shifting the timing. It's the barrier. The barrier is, it keeps remaining. And God is trying to bring this blessing in, is trying to bring this devotion to you, right? This connection to life. So again, place yourself where you will, either side of the party who's resonating here. Because I'm a strong believer that many people that we encounter in this life, friends, romantic, usually mostly romantic, ultimately are our greatest mirrors, right? So they're going to bring up, right? Because I can exactly attest to where this is coming up for me, because my intuition is very strong about a very, very particular person. But the thought of opening myself up fully, I can see where that comes into play, right? So there is the very specific person that is meant to be in your life, but the fear is blocking the expansion, is blocking that stability from anchoring in, from rooting in, because of the intensity of the unknown. You don't know. It's deep in the subconscious. So let's play a little game here then, okay? So if, let's say for instance, like the person on your mind that you are consciously trying to open your heart up to, if this is your person that you intuitively know, who, like, what would their take be on? Like, so like let's try to help my viewer open their heart to their person. So my viewer's person, what would they say? How would they feel? That went flying. Love shouldn't feel this heavy, right? It's not supposed to be heavy. The card over here says, I forgive you and I forgive us. So there's forgiveness here. Despite everything, I still believe in us. Despite everything, I still believe in us. Okay, ready. So despite everything that's happened between you and your person, right? And this flew over the chariot. Success, triumph, right? Overcoming everything. Despite everything, I still believe in us. What are we waiting for? Let's do this, right? Why do we still have this barrier? Let's do this. Let's open up. Like, it shouldn't be this heavy. Our love is not supposed to be heavy. Our connection is not heavy.